Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, this is the most productive fly that I sell and the most deadly fly that I fish. Hundreds of people buy it, but also a lot of people say, what do you use to make it? Well, in this video, I'll show you. It's accounted for a lot of big fish of mine, but it's also accounted for a lot of fish from my customers, and they send me pictures and feedback. And with the autumn and winter months soon coming upon us, sorry to say, yes it is, where's the summer gone? This will come into its own, and this is when the fish will start turning to these. You can fish it on intermediate 6-inch, 12-inch, 2-foot strips. You can fish it on a sinking line, letting it drop through the layers and the fish will take it. But apart from that, this is how you tie it, and it's really simple. So I use a size 10 wet hook and a 3.8 painted orange bead. I use a dark olive thread, a nice thick one. And then I start off behind the back of the bead, put a few wraps down, tie off the excess. On towards the hook shank and then tie, touch and turn all the way back up to the bead. What we need now is some zonker strips, rabbit, olive, take out one strand of it, usually comes about 12-inch strips. Now I wet the end to keep the fibres down, tuck it in behind the back of the bead, put a few wraps down to make it nice and tight so the bead doesn't move that much. Stroke back the rabbit fur so it's all together coming out at one end, and then now you've got the monotonous task of creating a carrot shape, i.e. thin on the tail, thick behind the head, but not going over the width of the head. Just create a nice simple carrot shape, and once you're happy with that, just tie it off and then cut off the excess. Now when it comes to cutting the tail, I usually make it about 2 lengths longer than the hook itself. And when you cut the tail, cut the leather part of the rabbit strip. Don't cut the fibres. Simply put your scissors in so you sandwich the leather strip of the zonker tail. What we do now, get yourself a lighter, burn off any straggle on the body or around the head. If you wish, you can put your fingers over the tail itself to stop that from being singed. What I like to use for the body is bone dry, that's its name, just simply look it up, and I give the body a good coating of UV resin, making sure it's nice and covered with no blemishes, a nice smooth body, but then again not too much that it's dripping wet. And once I'm happy with that, I hit it with a UV light. I have one that's mounted on the desk that is always overlooking the vise. And that's your olive leech completed. Very simple fly, very productive, and it's my go-to fly when I'm not catching. Fish it on an intermediate, fish it on a sinking line. You can try it on a floating line if you wish. You can mix and match the heads as well, but the most productive for me is the orange head. So there we have it, a very simple fly that catches a lot of fish. Use it in the autumn and the winter. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.